السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. There is a مثل، شو بتقولوا مثل بالإنجليزي؟ proverb. There is a proverb in Lebanese that says don't put all your eggs in one basket. واضح؟ يعني you can understand from this إنه always have a plan B. The lesson was on my laptop, but there's always plan B, so it's on my phone also. عرفنا? So they say don't put all your eggs in one basket. Meaning it's good sometimes to have a plan B that you thought of earlier. عرفنا؟ طيب بسم الله والحمد لله وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد رسول الله. I ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to grant us the sincere intentions and the proper comprehension. I ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to increase our knowledge. بجاه النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. So today, inshallah, we will be talking about the wudu, how to perform wudu according to the Sunnah. How to perform wudu according to the Sunnah, يعني like the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام. So when a person intends to perform his wudu, he begins with the intention in order to be rewarded for the sunnahs that precede washing the face. Because you know, the first obligatory matter in the wudu is the intention while you are washing your face. واضح? But before that, there are certain things that are sunnah, that are recommended. Okay? So you start by having the intention of doing those sunnahs in order for you to be rewarded for those sunnahs. واضح? So he says in his heart, I perform the sunnahs of wudu for the sake of Allah. So I start with the intention that I'm doing the sunnahs of the wudu for the sake of Allah in order for me to be rewarded. It is recommended to face the qibla. So when you are doing your wudu, it's recommended to face al-qibla if you can face al-qibla. Sometimes you cannot because you're doing it in the washroom and it's not the right direction. But if you are doing it outside, you can direct yourself to the qibla. So it's recommended to face the qibla or the qubla? The qibla. The qibla is the direction to the prayer and the qubla is the kiss. So it is recommended to face I remind you also, يعني whether you are a father يعني or a husband, to kiss each other. يعني kissing each other is a sign of mercy. واضح? Prophet Muhammad عليه الصلاة والسلام used to kiss his children. He used to kiss his children. And one day he kissed Al-Hasan and Al-Hussein from their mouth. واضح? When they were young. So kissing the children is something good. And if you kiss, for example, you have two children, if you kiss one twice, it's recommended for you to kiss the other one twice. Okay, and if the other one is not here, you save it for him. عرفنا? So like قد يقال يعني you owe him too, you know. So kissing each other is a sign of mercy. One day a man came to the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام and he saw the Prophet kissing his children. So he said, you guys kiss your children? The Prophet ﷺ said, yes, we kissed our children. So he said, I have, he mentioned a certain number of children that I never kissed any one of them. So the Prophet said, if Allah deprived your heart from mercy, what can I do for you? Do you understand? So it's a sign of mercy. واضح? When you kiss your children, this is something good. طيب, so it is recommended to face the qibla, then wash both hands 3 times, interlacing, يعني crisscrossing the fingers and saying Bismillah, which means in the name of Allah when washing the hands. If he omits the basmala during wudu, it is disliked. Yani if you don't say Bismillah to start your wudu, you will lose a lot of the reward of your wudu. واضح? And as I told you yesterday, according to some scholars, it's not even disliked to mention the name of Allah in the bathroom we have nowadays. Okay, I have to correct myself. Yesterday I used to say toilet because in French it's toilette. But alhamdulillah, our brothers, the sisters reminded me or taught me that in America, in English, you say bathroom because the toilet is the seat where you urinate. So I don't mean the seat, and I mean the bathroom. So in the bathroom, and here also I open brackets, if you want to excel in life, you need to hear the good criticism, okay? And you need to be willing to learn from others in order for you to improve. When you don't improve anymore in life, when you think that there is nothing to be learned anymore, when you think that no one can teach you anything anymore, so you stop improving. Okay? So always learn something new. And if somebody comes and corrects you for you to be better, so accept his correction and be thankful. Accept his correction and be thankful because he is improving you without him charging you any money. Understand? He's doing it for the sake of Allah. And Sheikh Abdullah used to say, the person is a lot with his brothers. Me alone, I'm a person. With you, we are a group. Sheikh Nizar used to say, me alone, I am an imam in the mosque or a khatib of Friday prayer. With you, I am an association. Understand? So we complete each other. Especially in the da'wah, later on, inshallah, if you go back to your countries, to your cities, and you want to work in a da'wah, and it happens that there are many who work in a da'wah, just put in your mind that it's never a one-man show. The da'wah is never a one-man show. And as we say, the cake of a da'wah is so big, everybody can eat from it, and still, the cake does not finish. Do you understand? So don't ever think that you are the one and only. You are not the one and only. We are a team. We are a group. We are an association. This is very important for you to learn. So don't be offended if somebody comes and corrects you. Correcting you is something that improves you and something good for you, and you will show great good manner if you accept humbly the advice. And this is the habit of great people. Great people and great leaders are always willing to listen to you, and if you advise, they take your advice into consideration. عرفنا? So I was saying, according to some scholars, they said it's not even disliked to mention the name of Allah in the bathroom. So you can say in the bathroom, Bismillah, when you start your wudu, understand? And if you forget to say Bismillah when you start your wudu, whenever you remember while making your wudu, you say Bismillah awwalahu wa akhirahu. Bismillah in the beginning and in the end, as if you are eating. When you're eating and you forget to say Bismillah in the beginning and you remember when it's the last bite, or in the middle of the meal, what do you say? Bismillah awwalahu wa akhirahu. The same thing for your wudu. Whenever you remember, you say Bismillah awwalahu wa akhirahu. If you omit the basmala, it is disliked. Very good. So it is a sunnah also to use little water during wudu. تعرف شو يعني little water? Little water, my friend, is like the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام. It was reported that the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام one time he made his wudu with 1 mud of water. 1 mud of water is what I can put in when somebody with an average size, عرفت, hands, not like my hands because they are considered big. So the average size man, if he opens his hands and does like that, what you can put here from water, this is a mud. Or what you can put from wheat or whatever, this is a mud. It's a measure, like you say 1 kilogram, 1 pound, 1 mud. So the Prophet ﷺ one day made his wudu with 1 mud. Imagine, 1 mud. And sometimes he made his wudu with 1 makuk. 1 makuk is the equivalent of 6 mud. 6 mud is around 3 liters of water. 3 liters of water, it's like how many from these? 2, 4, 6. 6 bottles like that. So imagine if you use 6 bottles like that in your wudu, it is not israf. You didn't reach the dislike. It's not disliked. Understand? But if you use, for example, if you use, for example, 8 liters of water, understand? أو خلينا أقول 18, 19, يعني if you use 9 liters of water to do your wudu, this is disliked. And who among us uses 9 liters of water? عرفت? Sometimes يعني I never heard that someone made his wudu with 9 liters of water. 9 liters of water is يعني 18 times 1 bottle like that. So it is sunnah to use little water during wudu. After washing the hands, he uses the siwak. So after he washes his hands and saying Bismillah, he uses his siwak. When you wash your hand, like I told you yesterday, you take the water always with your right. You take water with your right, you pour it into your left, and then you wash doing crisscrossing, okay? You crisscross. How many times you do that? 3 times, okay? 3 times. So after you finish doing that, what do you do? Now it's the time to use your siwak. You take your siwak and you go from the right to the middle and from the left to the middle. Understand? Like that. Now it seems for you that I'm going straight to the left, but I'm not. I'm going to the middle and then I'm taking it off, going to the left and then go to the middle. So 3 times, and then you do like that and like that. You put your siwak behind your ear if you want, and then you continue. Then you rinse your mouth and inhale water into your nose 3 times. You do that with one scoop. 1 scoop. Understand? So I put water in my hand, 1 scoop. I put the water in my mouth, and what is left, I sniff. And as I told you yesterday, if it is your first wudu of the day, you exaggerate sniffing water, so the water will reach your khayshum to take off the traces that the jinn who spent the night there left. Understand? So, and then you do istinthar. Istinthar, it is to sniff out, you say, or to expel, to blow out. You blow out the water, and then another scoop you take, and then the rest you sniff. And of course you turn the water in your mouth, and even if you make the water reach your شو بتقولوا ساعدونا your throat, it's also good. يعني you put the water, you can do like that and throw, and you can do like that and throw. Understand? Both are fine. So you do this 3 times with blowing off the water that is in your nose. And then what do you do? It is also sunnah to repeat during wudu all the time. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. There is no specific number of times that is recommended for you to say. You keep on saying it from the start of your wudu to the end of your wudu. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. It is disliked to speak worldly words during wudu that carry no benefit. worldly words that carry no benefit, it's better for you not to say because it is disliked. But on the other hand, if you were answering a salam or you were teaching someone how to perform wudu, okay, or speaking about a religious matter, so this is fine. It is not considered to be disliked. And then at the moment he begins washing his face, he renews his intention in the heart, saying, I perform wudu for the sake of Allah. So now he makes the intention that he's making his wudu. Now he makes his intention that he's making his wudu. Then he washes his face. Yani when the water touches your face, this is when you place the intention, saying in your heart, I have the intention to make my wudu for the sake of Allah, to perform my wudu for the sake of Allah. Okay? Then he washes his face, the visible part of his face, 3 times. It is sunnah to begin from the top of the face. Okay? You put the water here on the top. It's sunnah. Among the obligatory parts to wash from the face, what is visible of the redness of the lips when the mouth is closed. When I close my mouth, I have to wash my lips because they are apparent. واضح? What is visible of the eyes when the eyelids are closed. هون, the eyelids I have to wash also. It's not obligatory to wash the inside of the mouth, the inside of the nose, and the inside of the eyes. It's not obligatory. واضح? It's not obligatory. The boundaries of the face lengthwise are from the hairline for most people to the bottom of the jawbones. The jawbones on both sides near the ears. The 2 bones beneath the ears, where the lower teeth rest, okay, they meet where they meet. They meet in a place called chin. Chin or shin? Chin. So from the normal hairline to the chin. And its width from the outer edge of one ear here to the outer edge of the other ear. The ear cartilage itself is not part of what must be washed. Okay? It's not obligatory for you to wash, for example, your ear. No. It goes from here to here. And in the face, and if the face has light hair, he must wash beneath it. That is, water must reach the skin. If a man, we're not talking a woman, if a woman, even if she has a thick beard, she must wash the apparent and the interior part. واضح? If a woman has a beard, she must wash the skin under the beard, even if when I speak to her, I cannot see her skin through the beard. As for a man, if you have a thick beard, what do you mean by thick beard? It means when you are talking to me, when you are talking to a person, normally you face him like 1 meter away. You cannot see his skin from through his beard. So this is considered what? A thick beard. Can you see my skin here, for example? No. So this part of my beard is thick. Maybe another part you can see through. So this is not thick beard. So I treat this in a way, and I treat this in a way. For this part that is thick, it is sunnah that I make the water reach my skin. واضح? As for this side that is not thick, I must reach the water to the skin. واضح? I have to wash the hair and the skin because it is not a thick beard. If you have a thick beard, what do you do? When you wash your face, it is sunnah for you to, what do you say? يخللها. To streak your beard like that from down under. From here, you do like that. واضح? So it's not enough for me if I have a thick beard to wash my face and let the water go like that. It's enough. For the obligation, it's enough. But what is obligatory? What is recommended? From down below, I do like that. واضح? I streak my beard. So this is the sunnah. And when we are talking about the beard, we don't include the mustache. This is what you say, mustache, ما هيك? We don't include the mustache. The mustache, whether it was thick or it was not thick, understand, whether you see the skin through the mustache or not, you must wash the hair and the skin, because the mustache is not a part of the beard. Also, what we call in Arabic al-anfaqa, this one, this hair, the salt patch. No? Soul patch. The soul patch here, also it's not a part of your beard. So even if it is thick, you make sure that the water goes into the skin. Also, the sideburns. The sideburns are not a part of the beard. So even if they are thick, you make sure that the water reaches the skin. Also, the eyebrows. Your eyebrows, even if they are thick, you need to make sure that the water reaches the skin. And it's not something hard, يعني. عرفنا? You should not have a waswas about it. عادي. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. So you wash your face and you do that 3 times. You wash your face and you do that 3 times with doing something that is called dalik. Dalik is sunnah. It's not obligatory. Because if you perform your wudu and you pour the water like that to wash your face, it's fine. واضح? But what is the sunnah? The sunnah is to do ad-dalik. What is ad-dalik? To put both hands on your face. And this is ad-dalik. What do you say ad-dalik in? Huh? To rub. To rub your face, انتبهنا, is sunnah, and whenever you hear rub, it means 3 times. The sunnah is rubbing 3 times. يعني I put water on my face, I let it go, and then I do like that, 1, 2, انتبهنا, and 3. And then I take water and I wash a 2nd time, and I do the rubbing. Whenever you hear dalik, it means 3 times, understand? And then I rub my face 3 times, and then I take one more, and I do my face also 3 times. Also, I go beyond the limit that is obligatory. So it will shine on the day of judgment and illuminate. Understand? So when I wash, I go beyond. See? I go beyond. I do this 3 times. Is it clear? هلا. When I finish doing that, what do I do? He said it's recommended to interlace the thick beard by inserting the fingers from underneath. As we said, it is sunnah to do ghurra. It means washing beyond the face boundary. As we said, then he washes both arms 3 times up to and including the elbows, along with hair or nails. Okay, it's sunnah to begin with the fingers. Start with the right and then the left. So it is sunnah when you want to wash your hands to start from the fingers. Or else, you can put your elbow first under the tap and you can wash it. Pour the water on it. It's fine, but it's not the sunnah. The sunnah it is to start washing from the fingers up to the elbow. Is it clear? And to start with your right before your left. If you start the left before the right, it's fine, it's valid, but it's not sunnah, it's disliked. So you will lose reward from your wudu. So starting with the left is disliked. It is sunnah to interlace the fingers of both hands in each wash, and to do dalik, rubbing the washed part with the hand. What do we mean? Look how do we do. I take the water for the right hand, okay, you see? I take the water and I do like that. When I do like that, the water will flow. مهيك? Now I do the sunnah that is rubbing. I do like that with my hand, and the rubbing should be 3 times. So I put water, I do like that, and what do I do? 1, understand, with interlacing my fingers. I do it 3 times, saying أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. I take another one, I do like that. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول عبده ورسوله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. I do this 3 times. هلا when it's time to do my left, what do? I take water with my right and I put it in my left. واضح? I take water with my right, I put in my left, and I do like that. So it will flow, and now أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. See the rubbing, I did 3 times. I take water, I put in my left, and I do the rubbing also 3 times with interlacing, crisscrossing يعني my fingers. I do this how many times? 3 times. And when I wash, I go to my biceps. Without washing my shoulder, I exceed, I go above, I go beyond the obligatory limit of washing. So this part will illuminate, inshallah, on the day of judgment. Is it clear? Is it fine until now? It is sunnah to do at-tahjeel, which is washing beyond the elbows, but not up to the shoulder. No. Then he wipes part of his head, obligatory, and this is on obligation, and it's sunnah to wipe all of it. He starts at the front of the head, placing his hands with the index finger touching each other, thumbs on the temples. يعني you put your thumbs on your temples like that. واضح? And you move towards the back and you bring it back forward 1 time. This is the sunnah. How do I do it? After I finished my hands, I put water in my right hand, and then I pour the water in my left. I do like that, and then I put the thumbs here. I put my index touching each other, and I go like this one, and I bring it back. This is the sunnah. Even if you do it 1 time, it is sunnah. And most of the narrations reported that the Prophet used to do it 1 time, not 3 times. But if you want to do it 3 times, it's fine. It's not disliked and it's not haram. Is it clear? And then after you finished wiping your head, now it's the time to wipe your ears. And how do you do that? Listen. I take water again in my right hand and I pour it in my left hand. I do like that. And then I take my index and I put it here. See? I put it here, both ears, and I go with the turns to reach the hole of my ear. Okay? This is the inside part of the ear, and this is the outside part of the ear. So the inside part of the ear will be wiped with my index, following all the turns until I reach the hole. And then with my thumb from the back, I wipe upwards like that. Okay? I do this for both ears, understand? And then the sunnah is to do like that. Look, you open your hands and you do like that. Okay, 1 time. So this is the sunnah. And now it's the time to wash your feet. So you insert the index fingers into the ear canals and then press the wet palms on the ears as we said. Then he washes his feet, meaning his entire foot, including the ankles, 3 times. What are the ankles? The ankles are those 2 bones that you can see here. This is the ankle. So you wash your feet. You wash your entire foot, including the ankles, 3 times, including any hair nails or cracks you have in your foot. The ankles are the two prominent bones on the sides of the foot at the joint between the shin and foot. You know what are the ankles. So ne confondez pas, يعني don't confuse ankle with heel. The heel is not the ankle. The ankle is not the heel. They are two different things. The heel is this. This is the heel. And this is the ankle. نعم. So it is sunnah to wash slightly above the ankles and to interlace the toes with the left pinky finger, beginning from the right pinky toe and ending at the left. See? So when I'm rubbing my feet, it is sunnah for me to crisscross my toes, starting the right toe in my right foot, understand? With the pinky of my left hand, I do like this, and then I finish crisscrossing. How? By continuing the thumb toe of my left and the other until I reach the pinky of my toe. Understand? يعني I start with the right pinky of the toe and I finish in the left pinky of the toe. واضح هذا الكلام؟ Yes. Repeat. What? What? I repeat? Okay. You start from here. I wash my hand and I wash my feet. When you wash your feet, it is sunnah for you to use only your left hand. You don't use your right hand in washing your feet, even though it's not haram. So I do with my pinky, look at this pinky, my left pinky, I pour the water and I go like that. Okay? I go like that while washing. Okay? And I go more than the obligatory, okay, limit, up to my knee without washing my knee. So this is tahjeel. Understand? Mind you that this whole wash is one. Do you understand? And now I pour the water and I redo the same thing. The water is running and with my left pinky I go like that from under, understand? And I rub 3 times. Okay? Now I finished second. Now the third will go like that. I pour water and I do. Mind you, if you crisscrossed your toes 3 times in a row, this is considered one. فهمنا? Because you might hear, okay, you crisscross the toes 3 times. So you say, I'm going to do it all at once. So this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and now you wash the rest. All of this is considered to be one wash. So you crisscross your toes, you wash your feet, and you rub 3 times, and then you start crisscrossing from the beginning. In the second wash, and you rub 3 times, and you do this a 3rd time. Now, I finished my right. I want to start with my left. How do I start with my left? And is it easy with my left pinky to go from under the toes? Yes. How? Very easy. You do it like that. يعني you do like that. You pour the water. This is my left pinky. I go like that from under. Understand? Under, under, under. I finish with this too. I started with this pinky in the right. I finished with the left pinky. I went like that. Understand? So when I want to crisscross, I begin from here. And I wash and I rub 3 times using only my left. Okay? And then a second time. Okay? And I wash 3 times I rub, and then a 3rd time. Is it clear? This is how I do, and I wash it 3 times. Is it clear? Is it clear? So I start crisscrossing with this, and I finish crisscrossing with that. Is it clear, Habibi? Very good. طيب. So this is how the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام used to do it. Do you have any question? Now, after I finished washing my left foot and rubbing it, I finished my wudu. This is when I say, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له, while raising my face to the sky. واضح? The Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام said what means? Anyone who performs his wudu completely, it means with the sunan, and then when he finishes his wudu, he raises his face towards the sky to glorify Allah and says, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. And then he lowers his gaze and continue, وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. The 8 doors of heaven will be open for him, so he can choose from which one he wants to admit, he wants to go in. Do you understand? This is something not to be missed. This is something not to ignore. So always after you finish your wudu, you look up, you say, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. It's also recommended to add سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. If you want to write, then you say what? You say سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Allah, if you do the wudu like that, all the sins that you did with your face will go with the water. All the small sins you did with your hands will go with the water, will drip with the water. And all the small sins that you did with your feet will drip with the water. واضح? So, after I finish my wudu, what do I say? Say after me, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. And then I lower my gaze, وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أيوة. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. And after, I forgot to tell you, after we say the Shahada, you say اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. يعني it goes like that. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. سبحانك اللهم لا إله إلا أنت أشهد أن لا إله إلا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. This is how you do. Subhanallah, it's a great feeling when you say this tasbih. Who fears Allah? Fears Allah is the one who knows Allah. Do you understand? No matter what some people who don't know Allah talk about taqwa and the fear of Allah, they didn't fear Allah for real because they don't know Allah. As for you, the one who knows Allah, you know the 13 attributes that you must know about Allah. It has a different, subhanallah, feeling when you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. فهمت هذا الكلام? This is why the Prophet, what did he say? I'm the most, what means I'm the most who know Allah among you, and I'm the most who fears Allah. So fearing Allah is directly related to knowing Allah. يعني هلا شو نحن we did wudu, but subhanallah, after you finished wudu, saying these words, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. This is something great. And we don't forget to say, Allahumma ja'alni min at-tawwabin wa ja'alni min al-mutatahhirin. Oh Allah, make me among those who repent continuously from their sins, and make me among those who purify themselves. Why do we say this dua? It is sunnah, and it is taken from the ayah, Inna Allah yuhibbu at-tawwabin wa yuhibbu al-mutatahhirin. Allah accepts those who repent consistently, whenever they do the sin, and Allah accepts those who purify themselves. May Allah make us among those people. Do you have any question? طيب. Drying the limbs after wudu is permissible and not disliked. But leaving it without drying is better. Okay? Leaving your limbs without drying after your wudu is better, even though that if you want to dry, it's not disliked and it's not haram. Another point to be mindful of during wudu is that the person performing it should use a small amount of water. It is reported from the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam that he often performed wudu with a mud, which is the amount that fills 2 average-sized cupped hands. It is mentioned in Sunan Abi Dawood that the Prophet performed wudu with 2/3 of a mud. 2/3 of a mud. It was reported 1 mud, and it was reported 2/3 of a mud. 2/3 of a mud, it is this bottle. هذا قديش فيها؟ لا 2/3, less than this bottle. This bottle is 1 mud. This bottle is 1 mud approximately. واضح؟ And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, it was narrated and reported that the Prophet made wudu with one makuk. 1 makuk, it means how many mud? 6 mud. 6 mud is around 3 liters of water. So even if you use 3 liters of water, you're not considered to be someone who wasted water. So if a person wants to perform wudu, let him minimize the amount of water. طيب. If someone assists you to do your wudu, it is sunnah for him to be on your left. If Faris wants to help me perform my wudu, it is sunnah for him to be where? On my left. Not facing me, not on my right, rather on my left. And by this, some people, while doing their wudu and while washing their face, they say some dua, but it is not reported that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say this dua. They say what means, "Oh Allah, whiten my face on the day of judgment when faces are whitened and others are darkened. Oh Allah, grant me my book in my right hand and do not give it to me in my left hand when they wash their right hand. all of this was not يعني confirmed that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, but yet if you want to say such thing, it is fine because it is considered a dua. Okay? طيب. Now we are going to talk about some disliked matters in the wudu. Before that, I want to show you now how to perform al-wudu. Okay? You can help me. Take this and put the camera in a way that it can... let's make شو بتقولوا demonstration. What do you say? Demonstration. So it is sunnah to face the qibla. But now I'm not gonna face the qibla because it's gonna... Okay. The one who wants to help me stands on my left. Come stand on my left, please. Who's gonna help me? Faris, come. You help. Take this water. And you can prepare a mop, please, so we can wash. So, how to start the wudu? I put water in my right hand. Sit down if you want on your knees. Okay. Put little water, little bit. Okay. And then I do Bismillah. Okay. And this, another time, I put in my left. And I do like that. Okay, rubbing always is 3 times. And then this is the third one. I put like that, and see, with a little bit of water. So, with the intention that I'm doing the sunnah of al-wudu. And now, it's the time to use what? To use the siwak. Where is my siwak? Now, it's the time to use my siwak. I use my siwak 3 times. And now, what do? I take some water and I put it in my mouth. And the rest I sniffed in my nose. And then I blew them up. I do it one more time. This is a second scoop. And now the third scoop. Understand? So I finished rinsing my mouth and sniffing the water. Now I'm going to start something obligatory, which is to place the intention of performing the wudu and washing my face. I take a little water and I do like that. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. As you see, I'm doing more than the obligatory limit. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. This is, I finished my face now. Now I want to wash my hands and forearms. I do like that. Like that, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. How beautiful it is. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Little bit. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Now my left. I take with my right, I pour in my left, I do like that. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Another time. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. Now I finished. So now what should I do? What I will do now? Huh? I will wipe my head. How? Look, I put little bit of water and I'm gonna put it in my left. I do like that. The thumbs here and those index, I touch each other, they touch each other, and then I go one and I bring it back. That's it. I'm considered that I wiped my whole head. And now I'm gonna do my ears. How? I put water on my right, little bit. I put it on my left. Put a little bit more. This is too much. I go like that. And I wipe behind and I do like that. And now it's time for my feet. Keep on putting Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. I use only my left and I rub each time 3 times. I rub my feet 3 times and I go more than the obligatory limit, but I don't wash my knees. I go to have the shin bone, for example, and I use only my left. This is crisscrossing for the second time. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. And now the third and the final one. بس أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. And now the left. I continue crisscrossing from where? From this thumb to the pinky. Okay, go. And I do like that. Go. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. I rub how many times? 3 times. And I make sure that I wash the heel. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ. It means lots of people will have their heels in hellfire because they don't wash them during the wudu. واضح? Why? Because if you put your heel in the sink and you wash without making sure that you washed the heel itself that is touching the sink, so you consider that I finished my wudu, but here, this area didn't get water. This is why do the wudu and do the acts of worship with the sunnah. There's a pleasure, there's something that goes into your heart. Wallah, this makes you be a better Muslim. It makes you more pious. There is barakah. There are secrets in doing your wudu. Your wudu will have a different feeling, subhanallah, when you do the sunan and get used to doing the sunan. Subhanallah. So now the second time, the same thing. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu hon wa wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. This is the second. Now the third. أيوة. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. And then you face the Qibla. The Qibla is here, is like that. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Wow, you feel very good. So I encourage you, inshallah, to perform your wudu as you saw me perform my wudu today, performing all the sunnah. And imagine, we did all the sunnahs, and you still have water with you. Do you have any question? Is it clear for everybody? Inshallah, until tomorrow, and since today, always perform your wudu with the sunan, and inshallah tomorrow we'll be speaking about the disliked matters in the wudu, and then inshallah we are going to start talking how to perform the prayer according to the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which will be a very nice subject بإذن الله تعالى. Allah knows best. نهلل ونصلي على النبي